We'll begin to practice our relaxation breath by first laying down on the ground. Allow the knees to bend with the feet on the floor to release the lower back. And arrange the lower back and shoulders in a comfortable position, making sure that the head is comfortably supported as well. Once your physical body feels at rest, with the feet and the hips, shoulders and head grounded and supported, turn your attention to the breath. Do nothing to change the breath, but simply allow yourself to observe the body breathing. Focus on the sensation of the breath coming in through the nostrils and back out again. Just letting the breath flow naturally and observing the breath and the sensation at the nostrils, perhaps feeling a coolness on the inhalation and a warmth on the exhalation. Notice the physical sensation of the breath moving into and back out of the body. This is a practice of mindful breathing, keeping the breath in mind without trying to change it, modify it, without judging it, just allowing it to be. On your next inhalation, as you feel the breath coming in through the nostrils, follow that breath through the windpipe, sensing the breath in the throat, and continue breathing out and in comfortably. Now resting your attention on the throat center and feeling that breath moving in and out along the windpipe. On the following inhalation, once more follow that breath into the body, through the nostrils, into the throat, and this time all the way into the lungs. Continue breathing comfortably, just letting the breath rise and fall at varying intervals, letting it be quiet and effortless. Now sensing the movement of the lungs as they expand and contract with the breath, and noticing the sensation that follows each breath, the movement of the ribs, the belly, the spine. Just noticing how your body responds with each inhalation and each exhalation. Allow your mind to rest on this physical sensation of the breathing process. Notice how the mind responds to this practice of observing the breath. When you find the mind wandering away from the breath, simply notice that. And on the next inhalation, bring that attention of the mind back to the physical sensation of the breath, coming in and moving back out of the body. You may have to bring the mind back several times before it begins to settle down and more easily stay focused on the breath. This is a practice of stilling the mind. Once the mind quiets down, allow yourself then to begin to increase the depth of your inhalation and completely exhale bring your attention all the way down to the lower rib cage and upper abdomen. Here the diaphragm muscle expands and contracts, pulling the breath deeply in and helping it to release back out. Keep your attention on the movement of the upper belly. And as you inhale, soften the entire abdominal area so that the belly can relax and the diaphragm muscle can draw down and expand, pulling the breath deeper into the lungs. As you exhale, feel the belly draw back towards the spine. Inhaling, feel the belly relax and expand and slightly round. Exhaling, belly draws back and slightly up towards the ribs. Inhale, drawing the breath deep, letting the belly relax and slightly round. Keeping your attention here at the belly, letting the breath be drawn deeply into the lungs and noticing the pattern as you're inhaling and exhaling. Softening and rounding the belly on inhalation, releasing and drawing the navel back to the spine and up towards the ribs as you exhale. And we call this belly breathing. This helps to relax the abdomen, which often can hold emotional stress. And it helps bring our breathing pattern back to its natural flow. Drawing the breath deep into the lungs for full oxygenation. And utilizing the abdominal muscles on the end of the exhalation to completely empty out as much as possible so that we can bring a bigger breath into the body on the next inhalation. Take several more breaths on your own, feeling the movement of belly breathing. You'll also notice the movement of your spinal column. As you inhale, the belly will round and the lower spine will lift away from the floor. And as you exhale, the belly draws down and your lower back begins to lengthen and stretch a bit from the tailbone to the back of your shoulder blades. So feel the undulation of the spine through each part of the breath. And allow the body to move and respond fluidly to the flow of your breathing practice. When belly breath becomes comfortable, bring your attention up further into the rib cage. And now on your breaths, focus on the expansion of the rib cage. As you inhale, letting the ribs expand front, sides, and back, feeling the lifting action of the ribs. And then as you exhale, settling back down, sensing an inward connection to your core. Inhale, letting the ribs expand front, sides, and back. And exhale, gently hugging back towards center. Take a few breaths on your own, focusing on the movement of your thorax, the rib cage, which protect the lungs and the heart. Next, we'll bring the attention into the upper chest and shoulder area. This is known as clavicular breathing, or letting the collarbones expand and contract with the breath. So upon your next inhalation, feel the rise of the chest and the broadening of the collarbones, all the way from the throat out to the shoulders. And as you exhale, a settling down of this area. So taking several breaths into your upper lungs and upper chest, notice how this feels to you. Perhaps it feels easier to breathe into this area or more challenging, but notice your own experience compared to belly breathing and thoracic breathing. How does it feel to breathe into the upper chest and shoulders? Continue breathing easily, moving back into a mindful breath, letting go of controlling the breath itself. This exploration of the various areas of respiration leads us to the full yogic breath. Having felt the breath at the belly, known as diaphragmatic breathing, feeling the movement of the rib cage or thorax, known as thoracic breathing, and sensing the breath in the upper chest around the collarbones, known as clavicular breathing. In full yogic breath, we use all territories and expand our lungs to their fullest without strain, and we empty out all the way with just a little encouragement of the muscles in the belly, the abdominal muscles, the muscles between the ribs, the intercostals, and of course the major muscle of respiration, the diaphragm. We begin yogic breath by exhaling completely. So feel the belly and the ribs draw in towards midline. Pause, and then slowly bring the breath in through the nose, relaxing the abdomen, and then letting the ribs expand and the chest rise, feeling the back slightly arch. And then pause in your fullness. And then through the nose, slowly exhale, pouring the breath back out of the body. Feeling the chest relax, the ribs draw in, and the belly draw towards the spine. Sensing a lengthening in the spine. Inhale, relax the belly. Let the ribs expand and the chest rise, sensing an arch in the back. Just a slight arch, not forced. And then slowly breathe out through the nose, jaw relaxed, lips touching, feeling that breath flow out completely. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Pause. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Slight pause. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, and now top it off so your whole body expands. And then exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, whole body. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own and breathe in a way that allows the inhalation and the exhalation to flow evenly with the same length and effort on either end of the breath. Allow yourself to fill up completely and empty completely without any force or strain. As you continue breathing in this way, notice the physical sensation. Notice your mind's attention to the breath. And notice any emotional response. Deep, full yogic breath is our most immediate source for releasing unnecessary tension, quieting the mind, and bringing about a sense of ease and peacefulness. Taking one more full deep breath in, and long, slow, deep breath out at your own pace. And following that exhalation, just pause and allow the breath to return to its own natural rhythm, letting go of controlling the breath, moving back to mindful breathing, and noticing again the sensations in the physical body, the response in the emotional body, and your quality of mind. Thank you for joining this practice, and know that this is one place where we can integrate yoga into our daily life, simply by keeping the breath in mind. Namaste.